So, I like watching the Hornet cannon as a interesting channel. It's interesting how you see a starter nest. Now, I heard this ball-faced hornet go fly past me. I was looking everywhere for this nest as I was, after I did the video of the folding bikes, I'm changing something on the folding bike. I was looking through all these bushes, all these trees, everywhere. But no. I'm sitting there working on the bike. I was changing the handlebar to just use this thing because maybe I'll use bar ends and I want to flip the bar ends up and down, or I just want to change it just for the sake of changing it. So I was sitting down here and lo and behold, there's a nest right there. It just seems to be the queen only. So maybe she'll fly back. Let's see if she, or maybe I have to pause it and wait for her to fly back. Anyway, I turned the camera off and she comes flying right out of it. So she was in there. So I'm gonna wait for her to fly back. Now, it shouldn't be that long. Yeah, so technically I've been sitting here for 5 minutes. Waiting for her to come back. Now since it's a tiny nest, it's just a queen and she has a few extras, but she doesn't seem to. There's no extras. Like this. If there were extras, they'd be maybe on the outside nest. Come on, Hornet, where are you? Like she could be doing something where she could, like, you know, sitting in a tree looking at me in the distance. Or the normal paper wasp, they kind of like making their nest underneath the edges of this handrail everywhere. They're kind of like residential wasps. They seem to be here all year and they don't seem to die or they don't seem to make big nests. So we're still waiting for this hornet to come back. I've been waiting here for at least 6 minutes now after she jumps out of her nest and scares the shit out of me. So we're gonna wait for her to scare the shit out of me on the way back, if she ever comes back. This is how we know like the hornet can has too much time on his hands, because like he obviously waits for these, or even watches them sit there making a nest. It's just too much time is being spent here waiting for this nest to have a wasp come back to it. It should be here. Where does it go? Does it go shopping? What does it do? I know it's just chilling on wood somewhere. Maybe looking for something to eat. There she is. So she comes back. She goes right in. Look how big she is. She's huge. So she's in there. She's hiding in there somewhere. I was really hoping she would, like, you know, start doing the envelope thing or something, but I don't think she will. She's probably just gonna, like, she's probably just getting food. But she scared the shit out of me earlier. It's interesting how she decides to make her nest right here. But anyway, I think they're pretty neat. The ball-faced hornets are kind of more pissy, see, but you know, how dangerous is just one queen versus many little workers? It's easier probably to knock down a nest right now. They're like, I'll just wait for her to leave and let's kick it off. But I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll find some hot glue or something. I'll try to put it somewhere else and see if she goes back to it. Yeah, I don't know what she does when she's in there. She's obviously working on eggs or something. Putting food or giving food to babies. There's only one large, enormous hornet that came out here. Because she's huge. She is a lot bigger than what I usually see of the black bald face hornet, as we call it. Hornet King was saying something like some name that I'm not gonna remember that name. But she's making a noise in there, I can hear it. It's like a snapping noise. So there's babies in there. That snapping noise is probably one of the larvae. But who knows, it could be just something that she's eating. I didn't see anything in her mouth. You got birds. But yeah, she flies out. This will scare the shit out of me. This has been 10 minutes since I last noticed her come out of here. Because I was working on a nest, and I looked behind me and she just flies out. I was like, oh, there's a nest. But, you know, I didn't notice the nest at all. Actually, the noise I'm hearing is probably the birds. There's birds in this tree. The Hornet doesn't seem to make any sound at the moment. Because I'm just holding the phone against it. I don't care. See, there she is. She usually just falls out of the thing and flies away. So it just seems to be just one. So what can I do? Knock down a nest or move it?